In the dense and echoing neighborhoods of Guangzhou in the early 1960s, there was little to hint that the Yen household was about to change martial arts cinema forever. Yet inside a modest apartment filled with the noise of daily life and the persistent rhythm of Cantonese opera, something was stirring, something kinetic, vital, and unusually focused for one so young. Donnie Yen was born in 1963 into a family where discipline and art ran deep. His mother, Bo Sim Mak, was a renowned wushu practitioner and a driving force in the spread of Chinese martial arts to the West. His father, Kleister Yen, wrote for a newspaper. Theirs was a world where words and movement, thought and discipline mingled. It was perhaps only natural, then, that Donnie's earliest memories were bound up in the steely ritual of martial arts and the hum of creativity. From the start, Donnie was tireless. He mimicked his mother's stances in their cramped living room, moving with a mix of obedience and reckless abandon. The world outside their apartment was shifting. Guangzhou was opening passageways to new ideas, new films, new dreams. Inside, Donnie practiced horse stance until his legs shook, driven by curiosity as much as by his mother's instructions. The family moved to Hong Kong then, when Donnie was just a child, again to Boston. It was a migration that brought with it the constant buzz of change. In Boston's rough neighborhoods, Donnie's passion for martial arts became something else, a shield, a vocabulary, a way to belong. He studied not only his mother's wushu, but branched out, chasing any discipline he could find. He was hyperactive and impatient, more interested in mastering spinning kicks than sitting in school, which concerned his parents deeply. The local Chinatown was alive with stories of Bruce Lee and the legacy of Kung Fu. For Donnie, movies became both instruction and inspiration. He would watch and re-watch martial arts tapes, slow, methodical, then fast and furious, committing each movement to muscle memory. He dabbled in taekwondo, drawn by the precision and speed of its kicks, and soon took an interest in Muay Thai, intrigued by its raw, practical brutality. Wing Chun, with its soft touch and sudden explosiveness, fascinated him for different reasons. One discipline blended gracefully into the next, expanding his arsenal. Years later, martial arts for Donnie was not a hobby, nor even just a way of life. It was the language through which he made sense of all worlds, both East and West. He trained relentlessly. The cold of Boston's winters found him shadowboxing in empty lots, practicing forms until his breath ran ragged. By adolescence, Donnie was restless and bold. He tested limits, in the gym, in the streets, and even with his own family. Then came a decision. He would return to China to study wushu in Beijing under the best instructors in the world. It was a risky bet, but Donnie was all in. His dedication caught attention. He trained day and night, sometimes long after others had finished, the echo of his mother's teachings in his mind. Focus, discipline, humility. His style was never static. He blended flamboyant kicks with rooted stances, mixing the flow of Muay Thai with the snap of Taekwondo, all underpinned by a nuanced understanding of traditional Chinese martial arts. It was this versatility that drew the eyes of the film industry. Perhaps it started quietly, a demonstration here, a cameo there. Donnie Yen, still just a teenager, moved with an intensity that demanded a closer look. He wasn't the tallest competitor nor the flashiest, but there was something in the way he absorbed punishment, the way he delivered it in return. The camera liked him, so did the veterans who had seen countless would-be stars come and go. Soon he was given small roles alongside martial arts legends, first as a stuntman soaking up blows, then as a supporting fighter, his choreography so crisp and inventive it jumped off the screen. Audiences noticed. Directors took note of his mix of athleticism and cinematic charisma. For Donnie, every minor role was a masterclass in film. Behind each scene, he studied angles, learned camera work, and observed how martial arts could be shaped for stories, not just competitions. He brought the same hunger for fusion, East and West, old and new, to the world behind the camera as he had to his own training. His breakthrough was not sudden. It was earned by sweat, repetition, and the constant expansion of his skills. By the end of his early 20s, Donnie Yen was already redefining how martial arts could look on screen. What started as a child's imitation in a small living room was now a gale force energy sweeping through the industry. No longer just his mother's pupil or a restless youth in Boston's back alleys, Donnie Yen was, unmistakably, on his way to becoming one of martial arts cinema's brightest stars. And for him, the journey, formed in discipline, daring, and infinite curiosity, had only just begun.